Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now we'll just say, I'm still sick. If you saw the update week video, still sick, unfortunately. So bear with me, I apologize for my voice in advance. I know it's going to be annoying and nasally sounding, so just try to get past it. We got some good stuff going on this weekend online though, starting off with the car sitting here behind me, which is of course the Grotti Italy GTO. And not to be confused with the Stinger TT, no, this is the actual good one. Now, the Stinger TT does have HSW, which is great, but the GTO itself is an absolutely fantastic car. I've got mine here in olive green with a gold pearlescent and a gold secondary as well. And I think it looks pretty phenomenal. But anyways, this is one of a few discounted vehicles this week. But before we get into that, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. It does help me out, helps to get this series out to more people, and it is a useful series, so I've been told in the comment section. So we got a bunch of different stuff going on this week in online. Firstly, we have new information about the update coming to GTA Online later this month, coming out at some point soon. So they're going to be letting us know some sort of new info very, very soon. We also have a guaranteed haul of diamonds in the Diamond Casino Heist, meaning I think that you're going to get diamonds once in the Casino Heist if you do decide to set it up. So that is pretty cool. The weekly challenge this week is to complete 2 casino work missions for Miss Baker, who's a phone contact that you guys will have. If you do this, you'll receive a bonus $100,000. We have triple money and triple RP on community series jobs, select ones at least, so all the ones that you can find in here under the stunt races within the community jobs category here. And we also have triple money and triple RP on the featured series, which I don't even know where you get that, but I believe it's on, oh, okay, it's in stunt races. It's the Hot Ring Circuit races and the Issy Classic races. Those are all triple money and triple RP this week, so if you're lower level, this is going to be a pretty good way to level up. And you're going to get a decent amount of money if you can get a relatively full lobby. So I would recommend doing these. We also have double money and double RP on the casino story and work missions. So these are all the Miss Baker missions and stuff like that. Double money and double RP. Keep in mind you also have that weekly challenge as well. So this is kind of an okay way to make some money. Plus, when you complete all of the casino missions, you'll also get the Armored Paragon R for free at the end, which is really cool. And last but certainly not least, we have double money on vehicle cargo sell missions, which is part of the import-export DLC, which is pretty cool to see actually. Now, vehicle cargo is a shit business, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people are going to dislike that I said that in the comment section on this video, but it is a fact, unfortunately. It is not a very good business, considering how much time it takes and how much you get. However, this week on double money, making like $200-ish thousand is not going to be bad in such a short amount of time. So I would consider doing it this week if you have it, but I wouldn't go out of your way to buy a vehicle cargo warehouse. I just don't think that is going to be worth it. Now for the property discounts this week, we have the casino penthouse discounted, plus upgrades and modification. Oh, okay, my game just crashed. Awesome. Okay, I'll be back. All right. Finally back in online. That literally took 20 minutes, so thanks Rockstar. But anyways, as I was saying, I'm not gonna dare to go back on the casino thing, or maybe I am, I don't know, but penthouses within the casino are 30% off, including upgrades and modifications. I'm not gonna click the button because I'm sure my game will crash again, but yeah, hopefully if you guys want a casino penthouse, which I don't recommend you to buy anyways, hopefully your game won't crash. So yeah, don't buy a penthouse. I don't think it's worth it. They really don't do anything. You get a 10-car garage with it, which is cool, but like for 1.5 mil, like at minimum, I just don't think it's worth it. You also do get access to the high roller table, so if you want to lose a bunch of money faster, you can do that, but I would avoid it, honestly. Over on the foreclosures website though, we do have arcades 30% off this week. I do recommend purchasing an arcade for one simple reason, actually 2 simple reasons I would say. First of all, you can make $5,000 every in-game day with an arcade once you put the arcade machines down, which is super easy, and it's $5 grand a day. Not much, but after a few days of playing, you'll stack up 100K and you can collect it back, which will help to offset the cost of the arcade in the first place. The second thing I can't show you on the website, but it is the Master Control Terminal, which is an upgrade that you can buy in your arcade in your office. which is going to be located in this room right here inside of your arcade. It's going to cost you, I think, $1.7 million, but it is discounted this week, apparently 30% off. So it'll be about 1.2, and it will allow you to access all of your businesses from one central location. So that is pretty cool. You can buy supplies for all of them and stuff like that. You can source cargo, everything like that. So it is very, very useful. Other than that, you shouldn't buy anything with your arcade, like art or extras or any of this stuff. Even spawning at your arcade, I don't know, for 105k, like maybe it's worth it, but even still, I don't know if it fully is. Actually, you know what? It probably is worth it. It probably is worth it. I would recommend the personal quarters, but other than that, you don't really need to buy anything else with the arcade. Just the arcade itself, the master control terminal, and make sure to place your arcade machines all over the place to max out your safe income. That's all you need to do. Now, as far as the location goes for your arcade, I would center it around where the majority of your businesses are. Now, I have mine on Vinewood. I am going to be changing that this week, though. I'm going to switch it to the La Mesa location because that's a lot more convenient. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to because I have the Terabyte, which has the master control terminal, so I don't need to. But yeah, I would recommend getting your arcade nearby to where most of your businesses are. For example, I think that this one is close to a lot of the businesses downtown, so that's the one I would recommend. But you could, of course, buy the Davis one as well, or the Vinewood one, or the Rockford Hills location. It really doesn't matter. Whatever is closest to the majority of your businesses is what I would go for. And within your CEO office, at your office computer, you will also find that vehicle cargo warehouses are discounted this week. So you can purchase one for 30% off. Now, as far as location goes, I think that the Murrieta Heights location is pretty good. However, there is also the La Mesa one, which is the cheapest by far. Honestly, it kind of doesn't really matter. I would just make sure to purchase one of the ones that are higher on the map. So you could purchase the La Puerta one, you could purchase the Davis one, you could purchase the La Mesa one, or the Murrieta Heights one. I would just avoid the ones that are kind of on the outskirts, like the El Burro Heights one, as well as the Cypress Flats area, and all these ones that are further down by the airport. I just don't think they're going to be super worth it, because probably you're going to be sourcing the vehicles from up on the map, so it makes sense to cut off as much distance as possible. So La Puerta has been pretty good for me. The Davis one is okay. The La Mesa one is okay, but if you're going to buy that one, you might as well spend the extra. Well, it's another mil. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, La Mesa might be the best one, honestly, because for, yeah, like $1 million off, I don't really think the Murrieta Heights one is going to be that much better. So I would just get the La Mesa one, or Davis, or the La Puerta one. Any of those ones are going to be good. Honestly, though, I don't even recommend you to buy any of them. But if you are going to buy one of those. But vehicle cargo, like I mentioned at the start of the video, fucking sucks. So I would just avoid it entirely. I just don't think it's worth it. Moving on to the vehicle discounts. Like I said, starting off with the Grotti Italia GTO, we got it for just under 1.2 mil, and I feel like for that price, as long as you don't plan on racing, this thing is going to be an absolutely awesome car for that amount of money. If you do decide to do some racing and it's non-HSW in the sports category, this thing will walk pretty much anything else in the game, particularly on stunt races. It is a really good car. It's highly customizable. It's all-wheel drive, great acceleration, pretty decent top speed, and it gets a bonus by curb boosting or by bumps. So this thing loves bumps, and it will accelerate way faster if you go over bumps. I think the Italia GTO is an awesome car. I have 3 of them. I might even have 4 actually, to be honest, but it is a great car and I would highly recommend it this week. We also have the Cheval Taipan and the Pfister Comet SR. The Pfister Comet SR for under 700k is an absolute bargain. This thing is awesome in the sports category. It's a great car for free mode. It has a decent amount of customization. It sounds awesome. It looks great. Definitely buy a Pfister Comet SR this week. However, on the contrary to that, the Cheval Taipan is one of the worst cars in the entire game, especially for how much money it costs. This thing has engine resistance, it's also absolutely massive, and there is little to no customization for it. I would, at all costs, avoid the Cheval Taipan. This thing is an absolute pile of shit. Please do not buy one. Under the 4-door category on Legendary, we have the Obey Tailgater S and the Ubermacht Rebla GTS. Both of these cars are pretty good for the money. $672,000. I really don't see how you can even go wrong with the Tailgater S. I think it is an absolute steal for the price. So I would definitely buy that. It's also super customizable, which is awesome. It looks great. There's so much you can do to it. I would definitely buy this thing for just under 700 grand. It's absolutely worth it. We also have the Ubermacht Rebel GTS, which is a highly customizable BMW X5 based SUV with really, really good performance. This thing is super fast. For $705,000, it's also great customization wise, and it's a fun one to drive. Overall, I would say the Rebel GTS is definitely a good pickup this week. However, it's not on the top priority, I would say. I would definitely get the Grotti GTO first. I would even get the Tailgater S first as well, and certainly the Pfister Comet SR. But as like a fourth priority vehicle this week, maybe even fifth actually, because we have some more discounts we're going to talk about. This thing is still solid though. It's not a bad car. You should maybe consider buying it. Over on Southern, we also have the Vapid Dominator ASP discounted for just under 800,000 if you have the trade price. If you don't have the trade price, it's probably going to be about 1.2 million dollars, somewhere in that neighborhood. I feel like if you have the trade price for it, it is worth buying, because for 800k this thing is fantastic. It's a tuner's DLC car, so you can use it in the tuner's subcategory alongside the Obey Tailgater S that we talked about a little bit earlier. It's also super customizable, and it has a stance mode which allows it to drive significantly faster than it otherwise would, making it actually one of the faster non-HSW vehicles in the game. This thing's awesome. I would highly recommend it. It's a great handling vehicle, especially for a muscle car. I think it's awesome. Definitely buy one. Something that I would also certainly consider on Warstock is the Insurgent. The Insurgent is 30% off this week, $472,500 if you have the trade price. If you don't, it's going to be probably around $675, something like that. This thing is a pretty well-armored absolute tank in GTA Online. It can take 8 RPGs. It is an off-road machine. Unfortunately, nothing in the way of customization other than just color choices and stuff like that, but you shouldn't be buying this thing for customization anyways. You should buy it because it is going to do a very good job protecting you. I remember when this thing first came out, I was absolutely obsessed with it, and still to this day, it is one of my favorite vehicles in GTA Online. It's got so much power. It's pretty quick for being so armored as well. I can't see a reason to not buy the Insurgent this week. I think it's a steal for how much money it's costing. Within the casino, the Karen Futo GTX is the podium vehicle for the week, so if you guys want it, it's an okay car. You should maybe try to win it. Within the LS car meet, we have the Implante Ruiner ZZ8 available to be won this week, and in order to win this, you're gonna have to place top 3 for 3 days in a row. I'd say it's worth it. It's a cool car. It's really nice to customize. As far as performance goes, it kind of sucks, but if you can get it for free, you might as well. Within the car meet, these are the vehicles that are available to be purchased. We have the Grotti Carbonazzer, which is a removed vehicle. It goes for $195,000. It is definitely worth picking up, I would say. The Dink Varus in the middle is going to be overpriced, 192 grand. I do not recommend it. And the Albany Alpha, pretty cool car for 150k. I don't really think you can go wrong with it, so I would buy one. It's also removed, and we have the Declassi Vigoro ZX as the HSW test ride for the week. And if you want to purchase it, it will go for $2,770,000, which is not a terrible price, all things considered. At Simeon's, we got a bunch of removed vehicles, starting off with the LCC Hexer here on the left. This thing is going for 15 grand this week. If you want it, I'd say buy it for that price. Like, who cares? It's 15k. We also have the Hijack Rustin for 437,000. This car is pretty fun. Honestly, a nice one to drive. 430 grand is like a little bit steep in my opinion, but at the same time, it's also kind of worth it. So that'll have to be a judgment call for you guys, honestly. I can't really decide. We also have the Vapid Blade here, which goes for 160,000, and I think it is worth it. I really do like the Vapid Blade. I think it's a very cool car. It's got some decent-ish customization, although there's not much, but the performance in a straight line and even turning is pretty cool. The Vapid Blade is a decent car. We also have the Volkart Fageloa here. This thing is going to go for 359 grand. I can't really justify the price, honestly. It does have a lot of nice customization. It's a very cool looking car. I don't really think it's worth it, to be honest. Unless you absolutely love it, then obviously purchase it. And of course, last but not least, we have the Vapid Hustler for $645,000. Get the fuck out of here. No way. It is not worth that much money. I would not buy the Hustler. At Luxury Autos, we have some old vehicles, which I'm kind of shocked about. We have the Grotti GTO on the left, and we have the Obey Tailgater S on the right. Both are available on the website, so still there's no point in ever coming to Luxury Autos, but these are available here if you did want them for some reason for more money than they're worth. So yeah. Within the chop shop, yet again, we have no claimable vehicles, but we do have the Dinka Blista Kanjo available to be stolen and sold by completing the Duggan robbery. We also have the Tauros available by completing the cargo ship robbery and the Autark by completing the McTony robbery. When are we going to get some vehicles that we can actually keep? Who knows? Within the Garment Factory, the priority file this week is the Brute Force file, so it's doubled. So if you want to do it, do it. Alright guys, and the gun van location today is at the power plant. This is only valid for the day that this is actually coming out. And within the gun van, we have quite a few different weapons and things like that. We got the battle rifle, which sucks, don't buy it. The Widowmaker also sucks, don't buy it. The railgun is 50% off this week, so you should maybe consider buying it if you're interested. We also have the minigun, which is worth purchasing, the assault SMG, which is okay, and the crowbar, which I don't necessarily recommend. We have Molotov, stickies, and pipe bombs, and of course, body armor discounted by 10%. Your RC Bandito time trial today is Construction Site 1. Your Junk Energy time trial for today is Sewer System. Your regular time trial is going to be Sawmill, and your HSW time trial is Del Perro Beach to Murrieta Heights. Anyway guys, there you have it. That has been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, consider dropping a like and subscribing if you guys are new. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.